This video is made possible thanks to Duval Acura at 11225 Atlantic Boulevard in Jacksonville Beach, Florida. You can visit their website at duvalacura.com. If you're interested in purchasing one of their wide range of Acuras or used vehicles, ask for Matt Sykes. Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we're taking an in-depth look at this 2019 Volvo S60 T6 Inscription. This car's all-wheel drive, has lane departure warning, a lane departure warning system, has rain sensing wipers, comes in this beautiful white color, it has a charcoal interior. The interior is also leather. Got 18-inch alloy wheels. The sunroof up top. I apologize for any background noise. So let's go ahead and take a look at the key. The nice Volvo key matches the color of the interior. This button on the side is a panic button, so be careful of that. Doesn't look like one, but it is. Then here is your lock, unlock, and trunk release. It does have keyless entry. You can push this button on the side. That'll also lock it if you press it twice. Excuse me. I can also come up to the car with the key in my pocket. It's very nice materials in here. So now the starter button isn't up here. It's actually right here in the center. So looking at the door here, you've got this very interestingly shaped door handle, which is real cool. You've got your memory seating. You've got your unlock and lock. Your Harman Kardon sound system. Here you have your mirror controls. So you select a mirror and then you use this centerpiece to go left, right, up, or down. And then you can select your right mirror here. You have one touch down windows for the driver, passenger, and back seats. They're also one touch up. So that's very nice. You've got your window locks here. You know, nice padded armrest. Volvo plate here. So here you have your seat controls. You got the normal forward, backward, up, down, then your seat back control. And this is actually really cool. So you can switch it between being your lumbar support and your thigh support. So you pull it up, hold it for a second, it'll switch between which one you're controlling. Sorry, you push it down to control your thigh support here. Which is really nice. And then you push it up to control your lumbar support. But that is a really cool feature that it has thigh support extension. Down there you got your pedals. I love the fact when the doors open, the car, when I shut it, it looks like it just zooms away. Anyway, you've got your air vent right here. Your gauge cluster brightness. Trunk. You can open the trunk from in here. And there's nothing there. The hood releases at the bottom. You've got a telescoping steering wheel, but also will tilt. Up here you have your gauge cluster. So there's your speedometer, and it has a digital readout in the center. You also get a speed limit readout right there. The bottom you have a timer, and there's a button on the end of the blinker stock you can use to reset that timer. There's your odometer right above it. In the top there, you have your exterior temperature and if your headlights are on or not. You also have the current time. So you can go through, also over here, you can go through your radio station. Yeah. You also have your tripometers over here, and sorry, that's a tripometer, not a timer. You can scroll through your tripometer, your media, and your navigation, and your phone when it's there. At the bottom you have your fuel life, and a tachometer. Then you also have what gear you're in, so reverse, neutral, drive, and your manual gearbox. Your turn signal. Moving back to the steering wheel here, it's a very nice steering wheel. I do like this steering wheel. You get your Volvo logo in the center. Here are your cruise control buttons. And here, this is what I was using to scroll through the little screen down there. So up, down, left, right, and then this can also be your volume. And station. Yeah, and then this is how you select to go through this menu. So moving to the blinker stock here, you've got your turn signals and your headlights, which I'll go ahead and show you now. And here are your fog lights. And this is a Swedish car, so in other markets like Sweden, there's a rear fog light, so that's on this car, which is cool. Those are controlled right here. You press those buttons. But while we're also still on the topic of lights, here's your hazard switch. So now moving over to your windshield wiper stock, there for one time, your intermittent. Here you can adjust how fast you want the intermittent to be, and then pull towards you for the wiper fluid. So moving up here, you've got your mirror, your sun visor here. You've got your lights. This turns both of them on. This controls one if you want them on when the doors open, and that's for your right light. This here controls your sunroof. This one right there controls the cover, or it all controls the cover. When you push it once, it'll have the cover go back. Push it again, it'll open the sunroof. It is one touch, but you have to push it pretty hard for it to be one touch. And then push it up into the ceiling to tilt. And then if you just press it once after that, the sunroof will go all the way back. But for the sake of having good lighting, we're gonna keep it all the way open. So moving over here, you've got your garage door openers and what direction you're facing. So now, moving down into the infotainment system, this is quite the system. It works very well, it's very responsive. You got your settings here. You got all kinds of settings. You got your car settings. You can scroll through all kinds of stuff. You've got sound settings. You've got navigation settings. You've got media settings. You've got communication settings. You've got climate settings. And you have your regular system settings. You've got a digital owner's manual, which is really cool. So you wait for it to load, and it will give you a whole owner's manual. You can look at the exterior, see all kinds of certain focal points, and click on there. All kinds of things. So that's a really cool feature. You got interior. All the different points of the inside. You can click. So that's really cool. Then you've got all kinds of different menus and features in there. So this little button here is your home button. So now that we're back to home, you can swipe to the left and you get some more settings. You've got all your different lane keeping assist, park assist, cross traffic alert, your auto start stop, your blind spot assistant, all that. You can toggle them on and off in there. Here you have your cameras. You get your you can also turn off your lines and parking assist and the CTA there. You can zoom in. So yeah, real neat. Again, functions as a back button and a home button. This will fold your rear headrest, which is really cool. In case you got no one sitting back there, you can see out your back window better. You can't put them back up though. And then you have some other. If you click this button, it allows you to control the passenger seat with the driver's seat controls. So I'm using the controls on the side of my seat, of the driver's seat, and I'm controlling the passenger seat. How cool is that? You also got a cool little Swedish flag right there. But you gotta remember to turn it off, or else you'll just keep moving their seat instead of yours. And that'll be annoying. So if you press this button here, it'll put the wipers into the up position. Makes it easier for them to be serviced. So that's cool. So yeah, that's all you got in there. Then you have your map here. You can look around. You can't use your finger to like scroll around, but you can zoom in and zoom out. You can click there to set a destination and search. Oh, I misspelled it. Yeah, so you can type in there. Like I said, universal back button. You got points of interest along the route that you're following, and traffic. So now going back to here, you have your radio, and this, because it has a Harman Kardon sound system, it sounds pretty good. So I'll let y'all hear it. So that's real nice. You got your different stations here. You can scroll through all the stations. Here you've got your library. Again, here's all the stations. And here is where you would put your presets. And then you've got your different genres. Here you have your manual tuning, so you can scroll through station you want. And you can switch between, and then here's your AM. Switch between AM and FM. And you got Spotify. Alright, and you also, here is where you would select your phone, add a phone, you'll search for a Bluetooth device, and you have a weather app right in here. So that's neat. And then down below here are your climate controls, so you can adjust the temperature, you can scroll. Here's your heated steering wheel, which is really nice. A heated seat. Here you can adjust your fan speed, put it on complete auto. You've got your max AC, or your max front defroster, your rear defroster. You can turn the AC off, and here is your recirculating air. Here you can select where you want the air to blow. Yeah, and that's for that screen. Here you've got your passenger's heated seat and the passenger temperature. So yeah, moving further down here, you've got your hazard switch, like I mentioned before. You've got your front defroster, your rear defroster, and these here will switch which station you're on, your radio station, and then here's your volume. And this will turn the volume, it'll mute it or unmute it. These are two blank buttons. Here's your gear selector. Very, very nice. So you go into reverse, you get a backup camera here. It will follow your wheel. It's not very obvious, as obvious as it could be, but it is there. And then your mirrors also will tilt downwards. So you can see if I put it back in park, mirrors go back up. So that's cool. And then if you want to go into drive, you just shift all the way back into drive. And then here, you've got your manual shift mode. Below that, you've got your engine start stop button, and here's your drive mode selector. So you've got Eco, which changes the gauge cluster to look like this. You've got Comfort, and you've got Dynamic. Here you have a little storage cubby. You can put the key in here and close it when these dealership parts aren't on it. But the key fits perfectly in the cubby here. And then this whole thing moves back to reveal 2 cup holders and a 12-volt outlet. And then you have a center console right here with USB. So now let's go ahead and talk about the rest of the vehicle, shall we? Just coming around to the back seat here. Got one-touch windows in the back. One touch up as well. You can lock your door yourself back here. Stick a seat. I forgot these headrests are down from when I folded them earlier. Get an air vent on the door there. But this is a very comfortable back seat. It's very nice, plenty of legroom. Headroom is actually really good too. If you slouch a little bit, if I sit perfectly straight up, my head is almost touching the ceiling, but if I slouch a little, it's just fine. You got little seat back pockets here, and you have a little screen in the back for your climate controls. So the rear passengers, you click that to start doing stuff, and then you've got your temperature here. The back seat has heated seats, which is really nice. And then here's your fan speed and the passenger the right side temperature. And you get another 12 volt there. You can fold down the center console here. There's a little pass through. You got a little tray, and this opens up. You also get pull out cup holders. Coming around to the cargo space here. Got plenty of cargo room. Like I said a minute ago, here's the little pass-through. Got a little hook in the side there on both sides. You can hang grocery bags. It's neat. Little feature, you've got a little 12 volt. Underneath the floor, you have a spare tire. Here's your trunk lock. To shut the trunk, it is manual. Just pull here. Here's your gas cap. Just tap it. Open it right up. This car takes premium gasoline. It gets 21 miles per gallon in the city and 32 on the highway. A very nice dashboard here. Love this trim. Even though you have the digital owner's manual, you do still get a couple books in here. So that's nice. Get your passenger air vent. And the same seat controls as the driver. Got your memory seating for the passenger, which is cool. And lock and unlock. So now, let's go ahead and talk about the engine. In order to access the engine, you're gonna want to come in here. There is a tab on the side, which you pull out. What you're looking at here is a 2-liter inline 4. I believe it is supercharged and turbocharged. However, I could be wrong. I know other Volvo T6 Inscription models are. I just don't know about this specific engine, or this specific car. But I know that's how it is for the XC60 that has a 2-liter inline 4 on the T6 Inscription trim level. Anyway, this is paired to an 8-speed automatic transmission. It puts out 316 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque. It accelerates from 0 to 60 in 5.2 seconds. So this is a pretty quick car. Which leads me to think it probably is supercharged and turbocharged. Anyway, let's give it a listen, shall we? Thank you for watching this video on the 2019 Volvo S60 T6 Inscription. Again, I want to give a huge thank you to Duval Acura for allowing me to film this car, and to Matt Sykes for helping me situate everything. Again, thank you for watching. Have a good one. Bye-bye.